let's talk about the apocalypse. So, now, what is the apocalypse exactly? The apocalypse is... Okay, so let me first give the definition of what everybody thinks the apocalypse is. Apocalypse is the destruction of the earth, okay? Rather it be a catastrophic event, a comet, tidal waves all over the world, the ice walls melting, fires, a nuclear bomb, wars. These are all things that come to mind when you think about the world going through an apocalypse, okay? Now, apocalypse, it actually means the unveiling of information. And as we're shifting right now in consciousness, if you notice, a lot of things are being unveiled right now. A lot of things in the, in the media, as far as, things going on with, celebrities and famous people and governments, like a lot of things are just coming to light right now. Okay. A lot of things that we had no idea about, or for years we thought a certain way. Now this information is just being unveiled, the truth of everything. People are being exposed, right? And the thing is, this exposure, okay, is kind of helping people to see the reality for what it is. They thought it was some way. They thought these people were someone they could look up to, okay? And now they're starting to see that it's all been some type of game, some type of illusion. And it is actually these things that have been kept secret for so long, and they've been kept secret on purpose because the industry wanted to use the people, okay? They wanted to use the people to make money. They made people famous. They made people that their messages, their songs, they help program the reality. They help brainwash people. They made people think that it was okay to rap about the streets and stuff, and to get these songs in the minds of young men so that they could think a certain way. And if you really look at all of the problems with the world today, they're all in the raps and the music that we listen to, and they're in the television shows, right? So everything has been programmed from day one. First of all, we didn't realize we were programming. Then we also didn't realize we were looking up to people who were no good, right? And so now this information, this is an apocalypse to those people who were playing this facade, that were using this to get, energy. This has all been an energy harness from the beginning, rather it be money, financial wise, or just enjoying the idea of being famous. This has been a harvest for our energy. And now that this unveiling is happening, people are like, oh no, they're corrupt. They're taking this energy back. All right. As far as, some devastating apocalypse, yeah, there's many timelines where that's possible. And that's only because that during this split, this 5D New Earth split, there are certain frequencies that are not going to make it there. The Earth is literally a splitting prism going into two parts. So masses of people may not want to go to your timeline. So you may see masses of people die in a catastrophic event in your timeline. Now, these masses of people may not even have died in their timeline. It may not even be a war in their timeline. What you're viewing is something that's projecting just for you, for your experience. It's either to teach you a lesson or to show you your shift and your frequency, how you're leaving a certain frequency, you're leaving a certain vibration, a certain timeline. And these people that look like they died in a mass tsunami or earthquake, the tsunami never happened on their timeline. In fact, they may not even be on any timeline, and they may have just played a role just to show up for your timeline because you're a creator God and so are they. And you guys had an agreement because you wanted to experience. So that's what a lot of people don't realize is the things that happen here good or bad. It's something you wanted to experience. People come to me and are like, you're telling us we're guys. What about the kid that has cancer? You know what I say? Why is a kid manifesting in your reality with cancer? I have not witnessed that in my reality. So if it's manifesting in your reality, what lesson is it teaching you? That little kid that has cancer in your reality, I guarantee you, does not have cancer in their timeline, in their reality. They're playing a role to show you something, right? It's like I can see how it can seem like I'm being insensitive, but because I know what I know, because I've been where I've been when I went out of body, I know that this is all an illusion. Even the person that looks like they're homeless on the street or dying, it is part of the illusion. Yes, you can choose to interact with them and give them money and help them out, right? That's on you. And if that makes you feel good or bad, that's a part of your experience. We didn't come here just to experience the good times, okay? That's where the misconception is. We knew this place was low vibrational before we incarnated here. And a lot of us had never experienced low frequencies. So to a God who wants to have every experience, and see, let me tell you something, you can see everything happening at the same time from the outside, but you don't know what it exactly feels like to be in the midst of that experience. And that's one of the reasons we chose to have these certain experiences. We came here to experience some of it. And getting emotionally involved with your reality, it keeps you on that timeline. I just did a few videos about timelines. And in order to stay on positive timelines, you really got to believe that as you shift your timeline, you shift your consciousness, the collective shifts with you. And yes, it's always sad when someone leaves your experience, but you have to realize they never are dead. They never die. There is no death. That they were there for a period of time and they may still be alive on another timeline, or they're alive forevermore if they choose not to play this game. A lot of people don't even want to play this, after experiencing it for a little bit. And so, anyways, so the apocalypse is happening, right? And you, from your perspective, can look at this as a negative thing, a positive thing, or just look at it for what it is. It's a shift that's happening. The reality will no longer survive the way we have been living for all these years. We spent a lot of years unconscious, and these later generations are they're shaking things up. They're coming in more conscious. They're calling out stuff. They're canceling people. They're changing the rules of this reality. And, I know a lot of people are upset about it, but let me tell you something. This reality wasn't going to survive the way it was. People are waking up to okay, they actually have us slaving to work. They actually have us in a position where any job you get is not enough to live on your own, And so our consciousness have risen so much that we're beginning to shift the reality. And that shift is going to look messy at first because, like I said, the splitting prism, it's going to look messy, but it's going to be to a point where you begin to experience more of the high frequencies, and you're not going to see that anymore. And some of these timeline shifts can look very, very magical. And so I guess this is not going to be a long video. and that's quite okay because I just did 2 really long videos. And anyways, thank you for watching. Sign up for my email list if you resonate. Like, follow, share to help get the message out. And it was nice to see you guys on my timeline again. Have a great day.